to Maddy Makes. This is my channel and welcome. So today we are going to do something fun, something exciting. What we're going to do is, first, the next few videos we're going to do some mandala activities related to mandala, but we'll make different things. So today we're going to make something fun, something really positive, something really nice. So the thing is that not everybody is in the best of moods these days. People are feeling sad, people are feeling dejected, people don't know what to do. And not that everyone is feeling sad all the time, but you have your moods, we all know that. So anyway, and then there are days when you are like amazingly exuberant and happy and excited. But then what do we do about the sad days? We surround ourselves with something amazingly positive. So what I've done is I've created this positive, very positive mandala DIY wall hanging. Now, what makes it positive is the quote. I have written, "You are loved." This works for me, this works for my family. You can choose your quote, you can choose to write what you want, you can say you are loved, you are brave, you are enough, you are strong, I'm amazing, I'm awesome. Write what you want, write what makes you feel better, write what makes you feel amazingly happy and awesome about yourself. And then just decorate it with designs, hang some threads and colors, and surround yourself with all of that. So let's get started. So what we will need to make this is basically a round piece of cardboard. Don't fret if you don't have a chart paper or card paper, do not bother. I'll show you what I'm using. My daughter's old notebook cover. So this is exactly what I'm using. I've just covered it on the other side with white printer paper. You can use what you want. Just make do with things around the house. Do not bother, do not run to the shop. Not the best idea right now. You'll need scissor, ruler, some twines if you have. If you don't have, if you have old party things in the house, decoration things in the house, even those will do. You don't have that, colored craft paper, color paper, you don't have any of that, old satin ribbons, great. If you still don't have any of that, don't bother. We'll just make something nice with this, right? And you'll need your markers and your pens and your colors. That's all. So like I said, you will need this card paper. What I have done is I have just drawn a few circles with the help of my rounder. You may use this. If you don't have this, just get inside the kitchen, take a couple of saucers of various sizes and just make. This can be any size. This can be the biggest plate in your house. This can be the smallest saucer in your house. Do not bother. All you need to know is that you want to write something nice which fits in it. That's all. Okay, so we'll make circles. I have made circles. There are no specific measurements. Some are big, some are small, some are thin, some are fat. It is your piece of work. It's your piece of artwork. Do not worry, right? So now I wanted to write "You are awesome," which I have written. Again, do not fret about the lettering. You have stencils. You may use stencils if you have good handwriting, decorative handwriting. You want to go cursive, you want to go blocks. It's your wish, it's your craft. Just have fun, right? Choose your word, choose what you want to write and do it. And now we will start with our work. What we are going to do is we're not going to do anything at the last border, because this is where I'm going to probably punch some holes and have the twines hanging down or the strings hanging down. So I won't do it here, but I'll start drawing something here, right? Now, okay, so just this. Make a nice broad outline, okay, and this one as well, okay, and we'll start filling them up with designs. A typical mandala design would have triangles and would have those petals. Let's start with petals. Again, I like doing black and white mandalas. You may choose colors, go crazy, do what you want, just feel happy while doing it, and that's all you need. Just do what the heart pleases. I always keep saying that. We are now going to fill them up with lines. I'm going to divide this guy into halves. You can take inspiration from Mehendi or Henna designs. You can take inspiration from Zentangles. Anything really, whatever looks pretty to the eyes. And take your time doing it. Do not be in a rush. And you know what? You don't even have to keep drawing all the time on, of course, this is a mandala activity. So, but I'm just giving you an idea. In case you just want to write something really awesome, write the slogan and maybe add a few stickers if you want. For fun. There's no hard and fast rule. And now I'm going to fill them up with these triangles, curvy triangles. And I'll just show you. We'll color them in and give them some definition. Now we will do the second circle, half circle, or the second ring, and we'll fill them up with some triangles. Let's do triangles, yeah? You may think these are repetitive patterns, but then what the heck? Repetition gives you a sense of security and routine. And as long as they look different every time, what does it matter? You can make it look different every time, trust me. So now we're not going to fill them up with lines. We're just going to fill them up with more triangles. See, I told you it'll look different. They're just triangles inside triangles and then dots, right? Now, how about some crisscross lines? You get the drift. Crisscross. And the next one, okay, don't worry about the lines, they'll all get covered. You just make lines. There is beauty in simplicity, trust me. Everything doesn't always have to be complicated and crazy and difficult to make. Simplicity is always beautiful. And I'll just tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to color them. I'm just going to color them alternatively. And I'm left with this thin thing, which is not very even. Trust me, I'm going to excuse myself for this. We're just going to do some curvy lines. Curves. Can lines be curves? Are curves lines? Curves. And dots inside them. Dots make everything look pretty. Now we'll start doing these rings here. You can even convert these into name tags, or name tags for your room. You can write your name and just hang something pretty as this on your door and have a personalized name tag for your room. For your room, for your den, for your play area, for your study room. Personal, and always write something really positive and nice. It's good. Okay, so we are going to do vertical and horizontal lines of 4 like this, and these. Also, if I'm feeling too crazy, maybe not all horizontal lines, maybe something like this. Like I told you, it's your design. No one will know what you did. No one can ever say it was wrong. You can always say it's personal. It's my choice. And as long as it looks pretty, I don't think anyone minds. Now I'm going to fill this up here with some more designs. This is mandala, so we are going to fill them up with mandala designs. Like I said, you don't have to go black and white if you don't want. Use colors, use 2 colors, use 3 colors, anything that you want. What do we do now? We'll do these. I really like this. Reminds me of my cursive writing times when my mom used to make me practice these in a book. Do you like cursive writing? Let me know in the comments box if you do. And we are almost done, almost done. Don't you fret, this is the last string. Like I told you, we're not going to do anything here. We're going to punch holes. So I'm going to do waves like this, curves, and then I'm going to do these, and what I'll do is I'll color them in like this, do these. You can mix and match patterns in the same ring, and that's the beauty of mandala. And then I'm going to fill them up with these lines. So it's one ring, but it's got so many different patterns going on in them. And see, it's not really difficult, you know, it's just combining of various elements of design. See, we are almost done. Pretty. We are now just going to color this affirmation set of words. And then we will hang some twigs. How about using some color? So as you can see, we are done with this. We're now going to punch some holes here. Please take the help of an adult if you're really little. And then we'll tie the strings, and I'll show you how. So I have got some holes over here. This is the twine. I'm going to use a white one. You may use jute, like I said. You may use party remnants, crepe paper, satin ribbon. You may choose not to put anything at all. Trust me, it's all right. So anyway, I'm going to make them a little long. So I'm going to take this and just loop it into, there's no measurement as such. So we're going to just loop them in like this, make double and cut. So I've got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to cut 10 strings. Make them a little longer because we're going to fold them so then they give a nice effect and a denser effect. So I'm going to cut 10 strips and I'm going to come back. So I'm done with cutting of all the strings here. Now what I'm going to do is, let me clear this thing off. Sorry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a string, fold this guy. Okay, so fold them, take the closed end and put it inside here, inside the hole that you have punched over here on the card paper, and push this thing inside so it comes out on the other side as a loop. And take these two guys and run them through this loop, and there. It's as simple as that. You may please go ahead, take the help of an adult or an elder sister, brother, whoever you have, or a friend. If you can do it yourself, amazing. Just do it and come back. So we are done. As you can see, this pretty thing is done. Now all we need is one loop at the back. So I'm just going to turn it. Like I said, no one cares what goes at the back. If you are really the perfectionist kinds, you may choose to cover it on both the sides. I really am not, so it doesn't bother me. So we'll cut a small piece of tape, and we'll also cut a small piece of a string. I should have done this later. Anyway, so cut a small piece of string. You don't need a really big one. Take this here in the center. I think this is the center. And you're gonna stick this. And you're gonna take one more piece of tape and just to ensure it's stuck really well. Do this one more time. Again, like I said, if you're really the perfection kind and if you really want things to be perfect, go ahead, cover this up. I'm all right. This is your mandala. So we are done. Here is our wall hanging. This says you are awesome to my family, and this says you are loved. So choose your words, choose what you would like to hear, what you would like to see, what you believe, and what you really think is amazing about you, which you are. Just go ahead, write it, put it out on the wall, put it on the door, and feel good about yourself. And we will come back soon with something new. Bye. Oh yes, do not forget to subscribe, comment, like if you really like